Hi, my name is Buddy Blake, and I'm a realtor here in Wilmington, North Carolina with Coldwell Banker. And I'd like to update you on what's going on in our market. You can see from the graphics below that the housing market is down from what it was last year and certainly down from the year before. There's a lot of factors at play. We've got really high interest rates as compared to where they were. Certainly not super high compared to where I bought my first house at, which was 8.75. But we are seeing a decline year over year of about 37% of sales. And with that, inventory is down 37%. So a lot of the reason we haven't sold houses because people just aren't putting them on the market. They're not ready to leave their house. They're not ready to leave their interest rate. They're not finding anything they want to move to. But we are starting to get more calls from sellers that are concerned about losing any equity they may have gained over the last 2 or 3 years. And it could happen in some areas. I don't personally foresee a huge 20% drop, but I think there's going to be some pain as we go forward. There's no question about it. We're going into next year is going to be a messy election season. I don't care which side of the aisle you're on, or if you're in the middle of the aisle, or if you're not even in the building at all. It's just going to be messy. We don't know what's going to happen. But I do know this. They don't make real estate anymore. And in our area, the lack of demand will never be there because folks want to be here. As soon as they can sell where they're at, they want to come here to retire, to vacation. We're just a wonderful area, and there is no lack of demand for our area. Even after the crash of 06 and 07, we still saw the demand. People just didn't have the ability. I want to go into a deeper dive in a different video down below. You can click if you want to look at it and watch it. And we also have a really cool tool if you want to go down there and check your home's equity with a cool tool that tells you your current home value. It's an estimate. Keep that in mind based on a lot of AI information that's going on in the background. But one thing I want to remind you to do, if you have a home and you haven't updated your homeowner's policy, make sure you have a conversation immediately with your insurance agent, whoever that might be, about your replacement cost. Now, if you've got a mortgage on your property and you owe money, a lot of the mortgage companies are going to keep that in line because they've got systems to make sure there's always enough replacement value. But if you've paid your mortgage off years ago and you have an older policy, it may be only going up in replacement costs 2, 3, 4% a year. Well, over the last 4 years, that doesn't cut it. We recently, I think I told a story a few weeks ago, if you go back and watch the webinar I did with an insurance agent about some folks that their house burnt down and they had paid their house off, did everything they were supposed to do, and they won't get enough money to anywhere near build a new house. So they're in a jam, and it's unfortunate because their replacement cost should have been adjusted, but if you don't have that conversation, it may not happen. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great week. School's starting back here. Our kids started back school today. And if you have any questions or needs, or if we can be a resource in any way, please don't hesitate to reach out. And again, down below is a really cool tool to look at your home's equity, potential value, and things like that. It doesn't matter where it is. It works everywhere. And don't worry, we're not going to harass you. If you say you're thinking about selling soon, we're going to follow up with a phone call, obviously. But if you're just saying you're just looking or getting some information, we're not going to harass you in any way. So we hope to hear from you. And if you ever want to just give us a call, feel free. Thanks a lot. Have a great week.